Hey everyone, GC Smith here, and today I want to discuss something that's been close to my heart recently, and that is Beasts of War. Now, if you are watching various wargaming YouTube channels, like watching the wargaming coverage on my channel, then you've most likely heard of Beasts of War, which, sorry, was at one point, I think, one of the best wargaming YouTube channels out there. Now, I'm not going to say I'm ever going to be better than they were, but I'm going to say this now, and they have gone downhill far, at least in my opinion. Recent articles no longer discuss, recent videos, sorry, not articles, but videos, no longer really discuss full tactical options, but rather look at something in its limited capacity and say, that's rubbish, ignoring half the options out there for it. And take the latest Chaos Codex release, and then looking at it, and I was having a look at when they were looking at the models for the Forge Fiend and Mauler Fiend, and they're going, oh, the kit's kind of nice, but its rules suck because it's armor 12. Dude, it's a thing that can move 12 inches at armor 12, charge, and cut open your vehicles as if they were butter. Sorry, but no. Are they overpointed? They're ridiculous. 135 points for armor 12. But they're like, oh, but you can just launch grenades onto it. I'm like, yeah, hitting at 4s and what, 5s maybe? Now, I think 4s in most cases, hitting on 4s, not 3s. Secondly, you have a lot of, like, it has an invuln save, it has will not die. Sorry, but these vehicles are hard as nails, even with armor 12. And then I was looking at them, looking at the heavy support, and they're going, "Oh well, I don't know if it will be worth it to give Skyfire rockets to our Devastators. I'd rather take a Hydra, Aegis defense line." And I'm like, wait. So your anti-flyer shooting is going to be a static, mobile defense platform, which is easy to annihilate and can be targeted separately from the squad that's nearby. Instead of taking a squad of 5 men, at least you can add more with rockets that can easily shoot down aircraft. Why? But we could put like a squad, say, there, and then use the guy who's not got a special weapon to shoot at the thing. Yes, but the whole squad still has to shoot at it. So if you're saying, like, oh, I'm going to shoot the one las cannon at it, needing 6s, you might as well just shoot the guy with the las cannon at it with, use the autocannon. It's a static anti-air. I'm not saying it's useless, but I'm saying its ability to move and take out aircraft is pointless, right? And it's like, well, why would you take it? Really, honestly, why would you take it? The ruins are plentiful in most boards. The only reason to take an Aegis defense line is if you're like army like Guard or Tau or Orcs that may want to cover save for a unit. But it's not designed really for Chaos Space Marines to gain a massive advantage from. So I don't know why they're talking like, oh, well, I'll take an Aegis defense line. And again, they go always, you can move the Havoc squads across the board, move them 6 inches one turn, pop off snapshots at the aircraft, which is exactly the same as if you were just shooting an aircraft normally, so it doesn't matter. Pop off snapshots of their rocket launchers, maybe take a couple of things off it. Next turn, fire as normal. They can actually move across the board to get away from a charge unit. Oh, but I want to find, let's just say you had a unit that's about to be like devastated by a charge, but you really want to kill that aircraft. Right? Now, I understand if you want to move that turn, you can't, but you could move a couple of turns earlier, maybe. And I don't know, it just seems so inflexible that, also, where are you going to deploy it on the board? An Aegis defense line has to kind of be deployed in open. So you've got like an open point there in a board, somewhere, open point on the board somewhere, maybe, and you just put the Aegis defense line there. Right? It's easy to predict where the Aegis defense line is going. Whereas if you have a board covered with ruins, maybe it has some ruined buildings, you could put the Havocs anywhere in those ruins. They don't have to be on the ground floor. They can be on upper floor, so that they can take out aircraft quite easily. It's ridiculous. And there's no way you're going to get an Aegis defense line on upper floor of most buildings, considering how each Aegis defense line has to be touching another. So there's that problem I have with it, and their limited capacity for tactics. And then they're going they're looking at obliterators, and oh, they're rubbish now, let's not take them because they can't use the same weapon twice in a row. Let's say you're playing against an Imperial Guard tanking lot, you can use lascannons one turn and you can't use them again next turn. No, but they have a multi-melter, and I also think they have, oh yes they do, slow and purposeful. So you just move 6 inches and then shoot your multi-melter with an effective range of 30 inches, which on most boards with 40 inch across, you're probably going to hit most tanks. If you play it all properly. Ignoring the rules in the book just and focus on bits that kind of like balance them is silly. These guys have walking las cannons, you know, for like 70 points each or something like that. I don't know the exact points. Well, I haven't checked it right now. But the idea that they ignore half the tactical things in it is just silly. It's like when they did their report on Tau. Now, as a Tau player, I was deeply offended. The way they talked about taking an Ethereal, the way they ignored the fact you have to have a Fire Warrior squad, the fact they ignored the fact you have to have a Battlesuit Commander. You know, it's kind of like they don't know the Codex at all. They haven't even read the limitations of the Codex. They just go on hearsay and then have the Codex right in front of them to look at the stats and ignore the big chunk that says Fire Warriors 1+. Please. I just wanted to get this off my chest, a little rant. I'm not going to say I'm better than they are. I'm probably worse, probably at best the same quality they are. But the idea to see these guys fall from their like actually really nice, interesting build videos, their good actual discussion videos, to not even knowing the rules of the Codex, ignoring things like slow and purposeful, you know, saying that a unit is useless just because it has armor 12, yet it can be really well. I mean, how powerful are dreadnoughts? Cypherman dreadnoughts are a bane of anything, and they're weak. What? This Walker has armor 12 like dreadnoughts, and has 8 autocannon shots for the price of less than 2 dreadnoughts. Sorry, but it kicks ass for the price it pays compared to other dreadnoughts. It has an invuln save compared to dreadnoughts, and it has will not die compared to other dreadnoughts. You cannot say it's terrible when Cypherman dreads are the bane of everything, and they're the same flipping strength as Cypherman dread. It's silly. It's just absolutely silly for them to complain the way they do about it. And I just want to get that off my chest. Now, if you agree with me, you can post below that you agree with me or not. And I just want to say, if the Beast of War guys end up watching this, isn't an offence to you. I'm not, you know, I'm just saddened by what I see as the slipping of the quality that you guys have done. I just want, you know, I loved watching you guys, and I don't want to have to unsubscribe. I don't want to unsubscribe, and I want to be able to see tactical videos, you know, because I'd like insight from people other than me that may have seen something better than, you know, seen something. I don't like the fact that they seem to ignore, you know, you guys seem to ignore half of what's there, you know. So I just want you guys to get better, and I don't want anyone to take this as an insult at them or a personal attack at them. Again, I'm not saying I'm better. I'm saying I'm probably worse. Right? I'm just saying what a lot of people seem to be saying. You know, that Beasts of War have kind of gone down in quality. You know, I just want to kind of get that off my chest and see what your guys' opinion. You know, I'm going to ask you this: what are your opinions? Post below. And I would say like or subscribe to this video, but, you know, it's kind of, well, that is kind of saying it, but I don't really want to say it too bad in the sense of, well, this isn't really a normal video content for I'm not here to rant about other people and slag them off. It's just I wanted to get that off my chest as a YouTuber, fellow YouTuber. I just, you know, saddened by the way they seem to be going in recent videos and their lack of actual studying or reading of the text before they comment on it. So, thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you next time.